Hey everybody, some tips on compound time. Thank you so much for being part of the lesson on Friday morning. I'm hoping that we can have more live lessons and we can work together as a team. On your first page, it says something really cool. It says, in compound time, a beat can be divided regularly into 3 parts. And I just wanted to remind you that in simple time, a beat can also be divided into 3, but it is an irregular thing using a triplet. Right? And that can happen to any note that is normally happily divided into 2. That normally is like 2 semiquavers, for example. You can make it 3/3 by adding a triplet sign. But a beat that can be regularly divided into 3 parts is compound time. So you just need to get used to the fact that in compound time, 6/8 is a way of saying 2 beats in a bar. 9/8 is a way of saying 3 beats in a bar, and 12/8 is a way of saying 4 beats in a bar. And what kind of beats are those? Those are dotted crotchet beats. Hope that's clear. Right, sorry, let's look at this quickly. Cool. So if we look at this, I just wanted to show you triple time, simple triple time for one thing. Something about the grouping in simple triple times, just so we're clear, because I think triple time is sometimes one of the harder ones to remember the rules. In 3/4, 3 crotchet beats in a bar, when we have quavers, we beam them all together. 3/8 is also simple time, they are beamed all together. It is not compound time because it feels just like 3/4, and there's no real difference between 3/8 and 3/4 except how it's notated. And then in 3/2 is also simple triple time. Obviously crotchets are not beamed together, but certainly each minim is its own group like that. Simple quadruple, I just wanted to point out a couple of things that when you are joining quavers in 4/4, 4/4 is also known as C or for common time. There's a dividing line down the middle of the bar, and any grouping that you do should have a minim on this side and a minim on that side when you're dealing with quavers. Please make sure you do that. Cool. Let's have a look at this example. I just chose a random example from your exercise, and I've chosen letter K. This is where you need to write down the key signature in the space, and then also state what kind of time it is. So let's have a look. I already look at the piece and I already go, I think I'm dealing with minims because I see a lot of minims, and so I think my time signature is going to be over 2, and now I have 3 options, 2, 2, 3, 2, and 4, 2, and then I count and I go, there's 1 minim, there's 2 minims, there's 3 minims, there's 4 minims. Awesome. So I know it's 4/2, and then I write down that it is simple time, and it's quadruple time, 4 beats of simple time. And that's how the rest of your exercise goes. Pretty straightforward. In case you have forgotten, lesson or exercise 5 on page 23 is not required for this week's homework. But in this video right now, I'm going to give you a little bit of a few tips on how to do exercise 5. So that if you want to carry on, you can, but it won't be due this week. Don't worry. Let's have a look here. We start off, it says, this is the instruction. Rewrite the following melodies using the new time signatures. Do not change the musical effect. Basically, that means if I play this line, or I play this line, it should sound exactly the same. So I want to go back to that word of regular that we saw earlier. That in compound time, 3s are regular. But in simple time, groups of 3 are irregular. So when I see triplets in my simple time signature, I need to know that those are going to look completely regular in my compound time signature. 9/8 means 3 dotted crotchets per bar. So if I just draw my bar lines in, which I sometimes like to do so that I can keep things nicely in, like running parallel with one another, I have a look and I see what looks irregular there is going to look very, very regular down here. So before I even think about that first beat, I'm going to write out the second beat minus the triplet sign with my diagonal flag. And I'm going to know that now it's perfectly regular. I just lose the triplet sign and I end up with 2 dotted crochet beats, 3 quavers each. Pretty cool. Then I need to think about this first beat, and this is 1 beat in 3/4. What is 1 beat in 9/8? Dotted crochet. So you just swap out a simple crochet, for a dotted crochet. And then I make sure I've got my tie from the F to the F. There's my whole bar done. I hope that makes a little bit of sense. Remember, this is irregular in simple time, therefore when it's in 9/8 it's going to look and feel completely regular. And the same goes for when it's reversed. If I started with, say, this in 9/8, just 3 regular quavers. If I wanted to make that simple time, I would then need to add the triplet sign, because 3 is never a division in simple time. Hope that helps you with exercise 5. It can get a little bit annoying to do, but I wish you luck if you embark on it. If you've already done the other work, I'll get to your marking and I'll hope to see you all on Friday. Bye.